Welcome to Songs from the Source. We are your host band, Seven Seas of the Heart. And we are here in our happy hunkering down spot, the Boathouse Jazz Cafe. And we are delighted to have you aboard for today's Song from the Source session. Before we get into today's song, let us introduce the band. We have love, joy, laughter, beauty, ease, play, freedom, and dogs. And I am the mustachioed embodiment of Seven Seas of the Heart, Mickey Mahan. Today's song was inspired by a gentleman that we came to know fairly well in our years of driving a transit bus. He would board the bus in a electric motorized wheelchair. He was a very large guy, and he would ride on his wheelchair up the wheelchair lift into the bus and stay on his wheelchair as he rode the bus. When he reached the university neighborhood, he would get off the bus and drive his wheelchair into Dunkin' Donuts across the street and buy his favorite breakfast, his sausage biscuit. And from there, he would drive his wheelchair down to the corner where there was a Starbucks coffee shop and park the wheelchair on the corner and sit there most of the day with a Starbucks coffee cup in hand, jingling the coins to petition passers-by and pedestrians for a contribution. So we became, as I say, fairly good friends, daily acquaintances at least, from our bus trips and our occasional pulling the bus over to the curb when we drove by Dunkin' Donuts to run in for a coffee and drop a coin or two in his cup on the way out. The gentleman we referred to as Big Daddy. So our song today is called Big Daddy's Little Band. Spilling over the arms of his wheelchair, 300 pounds and a mound of black hair that circled his jaw in wiry sideburns. Somehow a motor made those little wheels turn. Somehow a motor made those little wheels turn. Every day in his wheelchair on this street whose game is laissez-faire, he shakes coins in a coffee can. They jingle just like a little band. They jingle just like a little band. The February rain has turned to snow, falling on his head and the end of his nose. A big black snowman with nowhere to go. Old Heraclitus said, everything flows, everything flows. Heraclitus said, everything flows. Every day in his wheelchair on this street whose game is laissez-faire, he shakes coins in a coffee can. They jingle just like a little band. They jingle just like a little band. Big Daddy is no exception to the rule. Call him a beggar, call him a fool. A sausage biscuit for breakfast and one for dinner. Let those with bank rolls grow thinner and thinner, thinner and thinner. Let those with bank rolls grow thinner and thinner. Every day in his wheelchair wheelchair on this street whose game is laissez-faire. He shakes coins in a coffee can. They jingle just like a little band. They jingle just like a little band. Sometimes someone brings Big Daddy a cup of coffee and a donut to soak it up. He's happy with whatever he gets, and there's always room for a sausage biscuit. A sausage biscuit. Big Daddy's always got room for a sausage biscuit. Every day in his wheelchair on this street whose game is laissez-faire, he shakes coins in a coffee can. They jingle just like a little band. They jingle just like a little band. Big Daddy's belt holds the world in place, like the easy smile that preserves his face. Without a baton, his hand cuts the air. He's Aaron Copland's common man with his own fanfare. His own fanfare. He's Aaron Copland's common man with his own fanfare. Every day in his wheelchair on this street whose game is laissez-faire, he shakes coins in a coffee can. They jingle just like a little band. They jingle just like a little band. Big Daddy's Little Band, our song from the source. Today, we are Seven Seas of the Heart Band. I am Mickey Mahan. We are signing off, wishing you a glorious day. And maybe you'd like to come and join us here sometime at the Boathouse Jazz Cafe. It's very easy. All you have to do is listen. Put your ear to your heart and listen. And when you're listening and your love are inseparable, you have arrived at the Boathouse Jazz Cafe. And we will catch you on the salty waves of the seven seas of the heart.